This morning on Daybreak, school may have just started, but one district is already taking on the issue of bullying.
And Missouri's Department of Health is extending the deadline for medical marijuana applications.
Plus, tracking the radar as you wake up to some storms this morning. We'll explain what's coming over the Ozarks right there this morning here on Daybreak.
Well, good morning and thanks for waking up with us. You did make it to Friday. It's August 16th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano. As I was getting ready a couple hours ago, maybe 2.5 hours ago, I was wondering what the noise was outside, and it was just wind ripping through the area.
Okay, well, at my house, it didn't hit, I swear, until the moment I walked outside. And then the trees started going sideways, and I was like, good, this is the time when I need to walk to my car. So that's.
And Beth Fennell has been tracking this. Beth, I was trying to explain this on Facebook. It's too early for the jokes, so I just forewent that. I was like, rough driving to work this morning. Oh, wait, everyone's still probably sleeping. I was just trying to figure out a way to phrase it. But you might be awake a little early today because of that, right?
Yeah. Storm started about midnight last night in our northern counties, and then have moved through Springfield and still in Springfield.
Yeah, they're still here. And then what about the southern area? Are they going to get anything later?
Yeah, we've got some storms moving through now. Right now, we've got a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 7 a.m. for counties along and north of I-44. That does include Greene County and Springfield as well. Does not include counties south of the interstate, and that's because conditions are less favorable for severe thunderstorms in that area. Right now, we've still got a cluster of showers and storms across most of the Ozarks. We've got some heavier pockets in Springfield, over in Marshfield, up near Lamar, and down towards Mountain Grove, Houston, making their way towards Eminence and Mountain View as well. We've got one flash flood warning on the map. This goes until 9:15 in the morning for cities including Nevada, Fort Scott, and for parts of Vernon County. It's the only flash flood warning we have. No severe thunderstorm warnings on the map as of right now. It's 69 degrees in Springfield, 73 in Branson, 70 in West Plains, 68 up in Rolla. We're going to keep the shower chances through about lunchtime. The clouds will thin out, and that will make for a hot and humid afternoon with temperatures topping off in the lower 90s. We are not done with the showers and storms yet. We've got more rounds tonight through the weekend, and we've got hot and humid conditions for early next week. We'll do details in a few minutes.
All right, Beth, we'll check back in with you in a few. In education news, though, this morning, we are only a couple of days into the school year, but Springfield Public Schools is already trying to get in front of the issue of bullying. We spoke to Robin Fondren, the counselor at Delaware Elementary School. She says it's important for students, teachers, and parents to keep an open dialogue about their experiences to keep issues from arising or worsening. Some students do have trouble opening up, but she says persistence is key.
If the student doesn't talk the first time, don't stop asking the questions. Continue that open dialogue. Continue to talk to them. Continue to let them know that they're there to listen and help. And our school is here to help as well.
Whether it's cyberbullying or face-to-face, parents and students can text a number at the bottom of your screen right there to get some treatment if they feel that their child is being bullied or threatened. The anonymous text line is part of their focus on See Something, Say Something.
And speaking of Delaware Elementary, SPS voted unanimously on the $15 million construction bid to build a new school. The former Delaware school was recently demolished. Crossland Construction plans to have the new one completed by August of 2020. It will accommodate up to 350 students with new security measures and will also be wheelchair accessible.
College classes are also starting soon, and being a freshman can be both scary and exciting. We spoke to 3 students who've been in college for a while, though, and they said it's a common misconception that you have to live in dorms to be able to be a part of a group or make friends. They also gave some advice they wish they knew back when they were freshmen.
Most of the time students don't know where they're going, and that's like the biggest hurdle, is just kind of walking in the doors the first time. So go in, go find your classes, get comfortable, and meet people.
Communicating with the students that are in your classes, making sure you connect with them, getting into smaller study sessions, maybe even working on campus. That's the best thing that's been for me, is working on campus, meeting new people.
Just to have fun, because I was really so focused on just school that I didn't allow myself to have fun and go and spend time with my friends.
Freshmen are recommended to take more introduction and general courses to try out different fields and not tie yourself down to one topic right from the start of college, just in case you change your mind on a major down the road. Moving to some political coverage for you today right now, the ACLU, or critics of Missouri's new abortion law, will not be collecting signatures to take it to a public vote. Abortion rights advocates wanted a referendum in hopes that voters would overturn the new law set to take effect at the end of the month that bans abortions after 8 weeks of pregnancy. The ACLU and Planned Parenthood are suing Missouri, claiming the law is unconstitutional. They say Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft also took too long to process the petition to take it to a public vote, and now there's only 2 weeks to get 100,000 signatures, which they say is not enough time.
We also have medical news. Missouri's Department of Health is extending the deadline for medical marijuana facility applications. Originally, businesses had until August 17th at midnight. Now you'll have a few extra days until this coming Monday, the 19th at 4:30. Officials wanted to make sure everyone had a chance to speak to a representative during normal hours. So far, 226 applications have been received for cultivation, manufacturing, dispensary, and testing facilities. However, only a fraction of those will be approved in different regions around the state.
The FDA has unveiled graphic new health warnings that it wants to add to cigarette packages and labels. Nicole Killian has more details on these labels from Washington today.
The proposed warning labels feature graphic images showing what the FDA calls the lesser-known consequences of smoking, conditions like macular degeneration, lost limbs, and COPD. Under a rule proposed by the agency, the images would appear prominently on cigarette packages and ads to protect the public health. Erica Swart of the American Lung Association says the government has a responsibility to lower tobacco use.
Graphic warning labels are proven to reduce tobacco use, whether it's to prevent kids from starting to use or to prompt smokers to get the help they need to quit.
Cigarette labels were last updated in 1984 to include a warning label on the side of the box from the Surgeon General that smoking may be hazardous to your health.
The FDA tried to change labels a decade ago, but a federal appeals court sided with the tobacco industry, saying they violated the First Amendment.
Killian reporting this morning. A spokesman for one of the country's largest tobacco companies says it supports public awareness efforts on tobacco, but says the FDA's messages, quote, cannot run afoul of the law. The FDA is seeking input right now from the public until October 15th on the new labels.
In some more local news, the Springfield Expo Center is bringing Jurassic World to Missouri. Jurassic Quest begins today and lasts through the weekend. It has been the largest dinosaur event in North America since 2012. The event features more than 80 gigantic, walking, breathing, animatronic dinosaurs and even baby dinosaurs. Our Hannah Zettel has the pleasure of being live out there with the baby dinosaurs next hour.
All right, still up for you here on Daybreak. The U.S. inquiring about buying Greenland for the third time.
We'll have that story in your Money Watch up next.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.